Alright, welcome to another outdoor episode of Chua. My name's Thomas, your host, and this is Kevin. Can you introduce yourself?
My name's Kevin Nguyen, and Thomas has asked me to come and join him for this podcast, and I'm very happy to be here.
Nice. So, as you guys can see, another outdoor episode. It's a lot busier than my last outdoor episodes. We're right bang in the middle of Cabramatta. You can see there's arches down at the back. If you're Vietnamese and you live in Australia, or if you're Vietnamese Australian, no matter where you are, you will know what Cabramatta is, right? It's the biggest Vietnamese community in our country. So, today is a deep dive into the history of Cabramatta, our own experiences from young, teenage, and adulthood, because it's changed over time. Okay? So my first question for Kevin is, what was your first memory of Cabramatta?
My first memory of Cabramatta would definitely be coming down here when I was a child, especially my parents.
Yeah.
And then I think growing up after high school, going to a library just to hang out or to study. But really, we're just hanging out with friends and stuff like that, just to catch up and see how everyone else is going.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
So, like, you would have been going to the library high school or primary school? Or?
High school. After high school, year 7 to year 12, just going there every single day, just meeting up with some friends and stuff like that.
The memory is a strange thing, right? From our early childhood memories, it's hard to remember from those point onwards. For me, it was my parents had pictures of me when I was like a baby or when I was 4 or 5 years old, right? And you have that classic Cabramatta outfit, and we'll be at the turtle or at the pig. And then I assume every family had those pictures as well when you're growing up. So did you have those experience?
Don't know. I actually should ask my parents if they do have any photos. But funny thing is, I was actually born in Melbourne.
Oh, I see.
We moved here when I was a lot younger, so I'm not too sure.
I didn't know that. See,
yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So your first memories of Cabramatta was from, like, say, high school until now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So teenagehood until now. Okay. So I'm 33 this year, so I would have been around Cabramatta in the early 2000s. You would have been in the 10s.
I'm 29. I had to think about that. Sorry. I'm 29. So 4 years younger. Yeah, probably
2010.
Yeah, around there.
Okay.
2007, 2010.
Yeah.
Around that time.
So Cabramatta today, very popular. You know, everyone comes to experience Vietnamese food and Cambodian food.
I absolutely hate the parking here.
Parking is terrible.
Is horrible.
But mate,
I did ride in today because there's a specific parking spot for bikes. So.
Okay. So everyone who's watching this podcast, hopefully you can afford $3 an hour, $4 an hour. So here's my little hack here. When you go to the multi-story car park, you turn right and you park in the loading zone. So that's where me and my wife park. You park in the loading zone and it's $3 an hour. And there's heaps of parking.
But don't you need a...
No, you don't. You do not need. So, little helpful hack for everyone. Park in the loading zone at Cabra. You turn right into the multi-story, and then you pay extra $3 an hour, whatever it is. Peace of mind, convenience, right?
True, you get parking on the spot.
Yeah.
But if anyone gets a fine, including myself...
if you do it, that's on you, mate.
I got a fine.
That's on you. So, parking has actually been a big contentious issue from us now to our parents. It's been ongoing for ages. Before we had the multi-story, I don't know if you remember, it used to be just a single story.
Yes, I do remember.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
A lot of pigeons here, so we gotta dodge the bombs. So it was a single story car park, and then when there was even less spaces, right?
Yep.
Our parents would have just had us in their 30s and 40s, and they're trying to raise families, right? So it was a very stressful time for them. They're thinking about the money, thinking about picking us up, making dinner, so a lot on their brains. So there was fights, straight up, like, mad arguments over car parking spaces.
Yes.
Did you ever experience that?
I have experienced it, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
There's quite a few times that there was a bit of arguments down at the Woolworths car park.
Yeah.
Just people fighting over spots because they just want to, park, or like someone's cutting someone else's parking lot, or parking spot.
So I think, like I just broke it down before. I think they were probably fighting over the spots because, like, in that age, they were going through so much stresses that we're going to experience when we hit our 30s and 40s, and that's when sometimes people just don't think, right, and have those dust ups. You get those Vietnamese crime.
That's why you ride a bike. It's so much more convenient.
I actually ride as well.
That's good.
Okay.
We should go for a ride. I always go ride with Matt. I always go ride with Matt. I always say we should call Thomas.
Yeah.
You ride a cruiser, right?
I do. I know a cruiser, upright sports bike. So Cabra is really safe today, right? So from our adulthood, but from when we were younger and when my mum was quite young as well, it wasn't so nice. It was recently been gentrified, right? Back in the day, it used to be the heroin capital of Australia. You obviously know that as well, right?
I do know.
Yeah. So back in the past, my mum explained that if she was walking through Cabra and she had a gold chain on, and some junkie just snatched it off her as well, and then they ran with it, and that was a normal occurrence.
Wow.
And then people would, unfortunately, would pass away, overdose, and it was very, very common. Yeah. it's thankful that we don't have to experience that. Yeah, it's pretty good today. Yeah. But in the last year, with the cost of living crisis, have you noticed that, just on the main stretch, we've had some more homeless, more vagrants?
I actually don't come to Cabramatta often anymore because of the parking situation. I'm always down at Candy Heights.
Okay.
It's less busy.
Yeah.
I think I like quiet. There's too many people here. I think that's one thing. But the food is absolutely amazing.
Mini Vietnam, straight up.
But yes,
right?
it is. It has changed a lot.
The best thing you have to eat at Cabra though is we got our delivery, red lead chips, right?
Yeah.
So what's about the red lead chips here? Just take one. What's about the red lead chips here that make it like so insane? I'm just gonna come up, right?
It is the seasoning. I didn't get a chip. I got a chicken chippy.
Chippy, right?
It is the seasoning on this. The paprika, the chicken salt. I don't know if they add MSG.
Chicken salt, paprika,
The crunch.
MSG, and something else. If people are trying to find it, it's not called Red Lee chips anymore. I think it's called like Cabra chickens or farm fresh chickens because Red Lee went bankrupt a few years ago.
Right. I wonder what their name is now.
Yeah, I know. There's a Facebook group, a Cabra community Facebook group, right? When Red Lee went into bankruptcy, everyone was like, "What about Red Lee chips Cabramatta? What's gonna happen to that?"
True. I wonder what it's called. It's just plain now.
It is plain, yeah.
Oh.
All right.
At least the business is still going for them.
Yeah,
right?
it's still going.
That's a
It's
good
busy, as I say.
Yeah.
So another main thing about Cabra from our childhood, teenage, achievement to adult now was our moon festivals.
Yes.
Yeah,
Moon
so
festivals, I remember
just some of your own experience with moon festivals.
Moon festivals was a place where, when I was younger, we just get together and run amok. It was a lot of running around, creaming, like
Whipped cream?
creaming. But yeah,
You throw whipped cream at
shaving
people.
cream, shaving cream on your hand.
Yeah.
Like, bah!
Heaven cream, yeah. I did eggs as well. That was pretty gronky, but I did eggs as
Oh,
well. And
that was
silly
the
string, right?
worst,
And silly
yes.
string. It's just boys being gronks.
Yes, it's changed so much now because it's a whole different generation of youngins.
Kids are just making content now.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. They don't enjoy their time out.
Well,
Or
we
they run
didn't,
amok.
we didn't have devices. We didn't have to worry about making content. We like interact with each other, right?
This is true.
I think we had MSN Messenger and
Yes, I did have MSN.
Bebo.
There was Yahoo.
Yahoo.
There was
ASL, bro. ASL.
Oh no, like that.
Oh man. All right. So what are your go-tos in Cabra? If you visit once in a while for the food, right?
Yes, once
So
in a while.
if you're gonna get food, aside from Red Lee, what food did you go?
I would definitely go for the pho in Pho Tabai or Pho An. Pho An in the
For
nice
and
little-
double N. For and double N.
Yes, the one in the corridor. Is it double N? Yes,
Yeah.
one in the alleyway.
Yeah.
That place is pretty nice.
So Pho Bay blew up because actually there was an article. It was a blogger. I think his name was Chang O, and then it was the best pho in Sydney, and then went up to the Telegraph, and it just blew up.
Yes,
and that's how I don't remember eating Pho Bay before I was 21, and then now it's just really busy all the time, right?
Yeah, it's really busy. They had a mad renovation. It changed heaps. I used to eat there when I was a child. My parents used to take me there a lot, and we always eat there together. And after the years, it just developed better and better
Yeah.
and better. And then all of a sudden, like you said, bang, it just blew up.
Yeah. You know the price of pho? Just think in your brain like when you're 12, 13, right? How much was the price for a bottle of
It
pho?
was like $10 a bowl.
10,
Nine,
right?
Yeah, 9.
How much now? 20?
17?
17, 20?
I know the one in Bankstown, and in
and-
Bankstown, it's like $22.
Yeah.
It's insane. But then I guess you're paying for the convenience of how fast it comes out.
No, it's just cost of living. It cost of living. If you compare pho with like pasta, it's more effort to make than pasta. A lot more effort.
Yeah, true.
Right?
This is true.
Ramen, same amount of effort. Ramen's way more expensive. And then
Right.
for some reason, people just think that Southeast Asian food should be cheaper.
Yeah.
They should, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's
Like I know cost of living has gone up. Thanks, bro. Right into the frame of shot. Cost of living has gone up, right? It has gone up. But we still need to support our restaurants.
We do.
So still try and make ends meet.
yeah.
Yeah. Whenever there's a new spot, especially Vietnamese spot that opens up in the area, I try to help them. Some kid just locked into our camera with a scooter. I try to help them where I can. Have you had two foodies at Mount Pritchard?
I haven't
Yeah.
two foodies, but I believe the broth is way too rich.
Yeah?
It is too beefy for me.
You don't like too beefy?
It's too beefy. It's too rich in flavor.
Really?
I think I'm not too sure. They might add too much salt or like MSG or something like that. But
Okay.
it's way
Which
too
part
much.
of
for me.
Vietnam is your parents from then?
The South.
South? No way. South Vietnamese pho is like rich, beefy, sweet,
But-
umami spice, like a
but-
lot of spice mix as
This
well.
is true, but when mum makes it, it's not really.
That rich, right?
It's not rich. It's the flavors are
Yeah.
balanced.
Have you had North Vietnamese pho before?
I have. I've had it down in Marrickville.
Which do you prefer? Because that's clean as fuck.
It is clean.
So which do
It
you
is
prefer
clean.
though? It's different.
It's been a
You know
while.
what? They're two different dishes. They're not the same.
Yeah, because the north one's cooked with oxtail, right?
Spices. Yeah, it's cooked with less spices, and it's cooked with. The bones are pretty much the same. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
I honestly thought the difference was they cook with oxtail.
They use less spices and less sugar.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But if I were to choose either one,
Yeah, yeah.
I would definitely choose the south because that's what I grew up with.
Okay.
That's what I'll go with.
Yeah. Another thing on my notes here, right, is that Cabramatta used to be all Vietnamese. Do you believe that?
Yes, I do believe that. I remember, I think it was like Italians.
Yeah, a lot of
Italians.
all my Italian colleagues at work, right, have told me that this was a massive Italian area, and then the Vietnamese took over, and then we never left. In fact, we actually have a few MPs in office now. So
Yep.
we've got Dai Li, our first parliamentarian in federal.
Yep.
Federal court. You've heard of Dai Li, yeah?
Yes, I heard.
Yeah.
Her office is in Canning Heights.
It is. Just opened up. Canning Heights, yeah.
Office in Canning
She's
Heights.
pretty active in the community. I might tag her in this. We've got Trivo with the state. So that was very new. You probably don't know him yet. But
Yeah,
Trivo is
I'm
very
not really
new.
into politics and stuff like that.
And then there's Kevin Lam. Kevin Lam with SWR. Yeah.
No idea.
It's probably the same as you. He's a local MP.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sorry, not local MP. He's a local councillor on a local level. So that's Vietnamese people from the area have been trying to, go up and make things change.
Yeah.
Make a bit of a difference,
Yeah.
Which is good. Okay. What about your favorite pork roll? Your favorite pork roll?
Definitely. What, pork roll place or pork roll?
In Cabra. It's in Cabra. If you had to go in Cabra.
It would have to be the one that blew up as well, the one next to Woolworths.
Oh, Nada.
Yes.
There's one at Bonnerig
That's the
too.
one. Yes,
at
yes.
Bonnerig. Yes.
Yes, that's the one I always go to because I used to work at the club,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they used to always be opened at a certain time,
Uh-huh.
and I would go get a 2 cheese and bacons just for the train right there.
It's $8 now,
Beautiful.
right? It's $8
Yes,
now, right?
it's very
It
expensive.
used to be
but-
3.
Yeah,
Remember
so
that?
cheap. Now it's
my
like
God.
that's what you do with
We gotta
inflation,
support.
right?
We have to support, right?
We do.
The next thing we're talking about is like a haircut cost. Like, boys are paying $50 for fades now.
Sorry, I cut my hair at
I
home.
know. I'm just letting you know,
Keep it-
boys
keep
are
it
paying
simple.
$50 for a fade, right? I could remember there was an old Asian auntie that cut my hair for $10 at Cabra somewhere.
Yeah, now it's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's so expensive now. But what can you do? You know what I
I
mean?
feel like if I'm about to breathe, it's gonna cost me money.
That's what happens, I guess, when COVID happened. The government just kept pumping in money,
Yeah.
pumping in money to the economy. That's why the dollar value has gone down. That's why everything has gone up.
Could it be? But questions we don't have answers for on this
Yeah.
on this very very humble podcast. All right, let's go ask our main 5 questions for our guests. So, what's your favorite childhood meal?
It'll be fun.
Pho. Classic.
Because when we used to eat as a family, we'd eat pho, we get together, grab a bowl, and just sit down and eat. Enjoy the meal together, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
sharing food and family.
Yes,
Oh,
it was
man,
beautiful.
I feel like sharing a meal. It's such a big community aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
That's really important. What's your family's go-to meal when you were younger? You would have it all the time,
It would
Reminds you
definitely-
of just dinners.
Goikung.
Oh yes.
Goikung. Because
Yeah.
you have all the ingredients set out
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the rice paper, the prawns, the pork belly, the lettuce, the vermicelli noodles, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
you sit there and just talk and
It's like
roll.
Vietnamese tacos, bro.
It's like Korean barbecue,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the Vietnamese style way, but a lot fresher.
yeah.
Even though I still love Korean barbecue.
Cleaner as well.
Yes.
So my family does omelette, so we eat omelette as well. So we slice up omelette. And
Oh,
put it in.
yeah.
That's my family. Just try it.
Oh,
Legit.
definitely try that.
Bro, that kid's having the time of his life, bro. That's how that kid. He loves it. What's the last meal that you cooked, mate?
The last meal I cooked was a Korean dish. It was steamed egg and this other noodle. I don't know how to pronounce it. It was noodles with chicken, braised
Yeah.
chicken,
Yeah.
with a lot of vegetables. It was carrots, potatoes,
Yeah.
and also some seaweed salad. Not seaweed salad, seaweed soup.
Soup.
It was
How do I
my
even-
birthday.
Was it hard to make?
Oh, really? It's actually quite easy. Quite a few ingredients with the steamed egg
Yeah.
and the seaweed soup. It was actually quite easy. Very, very minimal.
Yeah.
Ingredients.
So cooking something like it's a skill, right? The more you do, the more you get better at it, and the confident you are, right? This is my next question. What's something that you want to learn to cook?
This was a hard one. I couldn't really think of something. Well, I would definitely love to learn how to cook. I actually don't know.
That's fine. You don't know
Because
yet?
I guess there's so many dishes out there that you can learn to make. From something basic like just normal sunny side up eggs, or
Yeah.
you make it harder and make it French toast,
Yeah.
something like that. French toast is the
Or like a poached egg. A poached egg.
poached egg,
Yeah.
a lot more difficult.
I think always wanting to learn new dishes. It just if you treat cooking like a challenge, right? And then the process of it, we appreciate it's hard, but cooking is one a challenge where you have an end result, and you can literally see you improving as you go. There's an
Yeah.
end result each time, and it's pretty immediate, as opposed to going to the gym and like going hard every day and you look at the scale, oh, is that it? You know, you get immediate result when it's cooking, right?
Yes.
I think that's why I enjoy learning new dishes. You can see immediate improvement, or you see immediately went worse as well. Either way. Okay, the last one was, what's your favorite restaurant in Sydney? And what's your normal order? It doesn't have to be the best tasting restaurant. It could be your favorite restaurant because of memories used as well. Yeah. So what's your favorite restaurant in Sydney and what's your normal order?
That's a tough one because I'm the type of guy that likes to experience different types of food, experience different types of restaurants.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do like to keep it simple and eat at the same restaurant every day.
Yeah.
Although when I do want to try something new, I do want to explore. The last restaurant I went to was probably, from memory, was Just Sushi down in Surrey Hills. It was a, what's that word? It was a fusion, but it wasn't
Australian fusion?
It wasn't a fusion between two different cuisines. It was rather a Japanese fused with jazz music in the background, and it's put together.
So it's more like
that was a beautiful. It was a fusion of experience.
Yeah.
That was a great place to eat.
If I can summarize it, it was a sushi jazz restaurant.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right? Sushi jazz restaurant.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, so it's Hubert's. Have you been to Hubert's?
I have.
Yeah, so it's sushi.
Yeah, pretty much. It was Japanese and jazz down at Surrey Hills. It was pretty nice. But the favorite restaurant, I can't put my finger on it, to be honest. But I do like to experience different types of food.
I'm so glad that I have a podcast where I ask guests what their favorite restaurants are, because I don't have enough income coming in to try restaurants as well. So I'd rather just talk about food, eh?
Yeah, fair enough.
Hats off to all the food bloggers out there who are like spending good money at these restaurants to make content, because times are tough.
But then when this blows up, it'll fund it for you, right? It'll fund it for you.
I wish. Thanks, Kevin.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Easy, right?
Thank you.
Towards the end?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.